Oza for the wasum makwaba se maka hu fi anopa no nsia UTV yahwefo yedamase sanse mon kan ho a de ye nyina yeyegu te yedamase ye touch media no so sabre no wotwe abapa hosima aduonum enan 854 afina animdifo aba be kan ho a ye ba be dwendwon man Ghana ho ene de ohwe Ghanaian Times anim ha or see who occupies majority minority seats question mark eno ena yebeko yakọ mrahye bedwam de di kan yebesan akobiem na na yakọ akọhwe de ewo ho ne mo ne de ebedi hu enkomo ewo dwumadie so na yedi adwenkyra ba nimdifo aba be kan hu eye GS omo prospectus omo de aba mtese harmonized one no yebeka hu ensem na yahwe kwan a yema ene omututu ebeko isanso ena dwumadie bi akoso a eye technical education no Ghana Africa mine nyina se yenhwe na impuntu de ti se ekwan ebeboa se technical education ebeko yebeka ho asem sanso ena NDC MPP eye parliament nsemi so yebehwe ne aka ho asem se dom no ene kase wen ena kuma ewen eno so yebeka ho asem ena afi wo hwe Ghanaian Times anim ha oso afo hwe oman sika sem so honorable Amina Adam HS or Ghana requires $15 billion over next 10 years to implement climate change plan. Just about the atna yeseni just do enye sidio dollar 15 billion if you do bremu ansana yebetumi edi ya yetumi edi ade ho afri nyome bi ayeye famagudi aye ntuni yi enua yetwa ne basabasa eni anwea aye tutu ene wako fom no bi adwiri anwea egu wo se me tu akosidan kita permit sa nyoma na yeye no wisi ehye ne basabasa edan aye si ba bi eni kwase yesini ensam no doso we ena ene empanifo aba be ka me ho na yetwetwe nkomo yi George Krobia Asante Deputy National Communication Director NPP ono ewa ha ena afi Erika J ono so Deputy Bono Regional Communication Officer NDC owa ha ena Owura Yaw Asane Tano Political Analyst ono so ha omo eka me ho oso odi wadwenkyere ewa kyire eka ho onim de usunsum ni nyina ede boa adwumadi atumi akoso ozafo machi mmakwaba
ejo so hene
so ani bibia boko de
ya mention ko
so adara ma ni tia okay so hoye nso me hoye to de ayi tew ma giso apomudi ho de adofo bi edio ma woda to de memfa mutew na memra na yentwetwe enkomo se de sitie no we if as a special happy birthday goes to my good friend Madam Patricia Ekwia Echiwa, teacher of Crown and Glory School at Malam. We happy birthday. If you Francisco Ekwia Boaho say government auctioneer Kwashiman and Odima Madam Patricia Ekwia Echiwa nyame enka ho na wapomudin ho nsem nyina enkoyi ebra udi wa wodai na enyoma enso enyina yi emfa emmawo. Happy birthday wako ewa ha we emumefi akosia sapon wane bae nti wuhia na wa manemu we su fi Michael Akrofi birthday no welodu ne sa no ose happy birthday enkoma Godfrey Ato Agri aka CJ assistant headmaster administration Pope John Secondary School no ewo eye Kufori Edua we efi oyire Priscilla enchen ena eba ena happy birthday Godfrey na ke se ba kuna na welodin bebre sa no nti emse eno no emfa de twato emre na fei yenko na yenko twetwe enkomo na ene de na hye bedwam ehwa aye de we happy birthday to Queenly Nana Ekwia Lebanon Joyful Way Preparatory School from Mom Mavis of my 7. We a happy birthday say enko emfa emma. We if rejoice our UTV eho and now the bus Ekwia Lebanon happy birthday. We belated say na Nsroma na birthday no ekoso. Ozafo nsam makwa we misatani. Mami sha semfu ho eja. Minua Erika J ni eja Krobia de and you won't pre parliament to Winty. I mean, shall say in free hall. Ye shall say a free a ye mayor or resource abeya, Bible school prospectus and some. You may be a not quite emperors war. Our phone say headmasters no, Elu do headmasters no so say, and she share council manam. When you hear Ghanaian graphic moi or the abase with ye or match the choir school be unfaso. Into our better nature say. One quanquini. In my school, some any prospectus want some resource harbor in a young come the next 10 minutes in batch meeting.
10 minutes here, one match that topic way.
Because
there be no look for more danger. Say, your body turn nearby because our prospectus and educational system, no man, or more IABR, and I don't see our way forward regards proper. Education at the Mayan Crawford. But answer number home, I mention my colleagues. Mention Asher for near Tier
Okay.
Last week, you real program. Chief Inspector be frame. No, open number. But unfortunately, so I don't have
the one idea, man. A queer phone. A UTV are great.
Yes, indeed. Your palm major number. Media man.
Mama this way.
Oh, Eric, in some of the course who ya nana
mama this way. Said you here
this way going to na buyer and on quite the
prince my
Alex me provide this way. But Mr.
Sandy, major number na media send you. Now we'll point you to the fact that your interactions with the questions and now will be sano. Made the conversation lively. Na onya anka ono be kasa na also what church mo de course was system ni mo.
Okay.
And yes, obi ba betra ha no kan watrasa because promotions be mo course wa you promote juniors above the seniors no normal obi one
and you civil service and say
police service no okay. Obi one Samuel amisa uja police no ho to na sawra no ko UK kotra ho be say 2 years. The darling boy buy no sam buy. Oko no ye chief super or buy abema no ye friend say ACP ye sama no ye friend say DCOP se see how no ye 2IC paymaster general and a commissioner
be na or you leave no co school
there's nothing like that from the intel that we have
okay
similar like Faustina and
because be na police service no so one you be wo hunting
oh yeah investigation I no intel ayenya no the allegations are 90% to 99% true.
Okay.
And you're trying
UTV so be any day.
When regards education and prospectus are or more choice or more I harmonize one meboa.
Yeah.
If my memory serves me right, the manifesto of the NDC as I read and I say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, can the public say instead say we could talk a prospectus and as we could talk forms affiliate be a university and other school we did different requirements different degree say oba ba mo be make sure say those things are harmonized say the bear say this other na wo kwa and I say West Africa Secondary School the best school in Ghana and I wo kwa we better one form say a military and I wo call a friend is say immigration police whichever and I the form should be one said the bear won't go to migration form no go to way form all the forms are one a general I will be to me after now or the I must study the system of education in this country regards say your school your performance as people to say a beboa EMI I have come to realize say over the period decades ago more than half a century no your dear one bro regards education na the TN say practical aspect no you find your juma
no so your topic you may 2-in-1 about TVET
yeah practical aspect no, for all these years you find your juma aban we by especially the last 32 years no every government obebia the obeya for education either 3 years or 4 years ya twesa da yore no ama the last 32 years atwagu no me say me kan me say be me trewu na so me University of Ghana me hu de me de me qualification me de ye bia ebema maka say no ho na me say no ntina me ba wi ase de ba man me nsakoma no
ade okusu na ho adwuma ni wa na ase
just say you won't get it me major in history and linguistics, right? A dear panel would be enough from the basis of education. The omo de chire and 30 years no said the city and cockroach ne kotre ne sa no mano ya draw some basic pempeswa. They had no physical touch to normal a better productive aspect. Now you're part of you. And a baby to say China. Almost system of education as at kindergarten, no, the young social media, no, they are learning in school practical how to cook, how to sew, how to bake, everything possible in human life. They are learning it. Now, so your man, you are so much say sorry them. Both an opinion, you see a bomb because you are bonko ye. And we must now veer off the structure of education. Now, am I young for TVET? Ninko share say what do we call SS? Debbie, you shall from kindergarten.
Okay.
Because the mind of Akolano in your catchy idea and no. I want to believe say as we sit here and ubi or at least obeka one line of the kindergarten school na okono. Omunyo mbakumbi ano moto. My book of Bible studies say what can be that? Yeah. Yellow book be nearby. Saturday Jesus a buy omo de di adwuma sorry ohia adokro Africa no e sorry o.
Adenti. Ekosum.
Ye de ho awura asori as the religious sentiment no. Adokro ye so much to the sense say we see our problems as the Nyankopon e be solve am aye. Nti da bi egu asori making asofofo ne omo kwa asori pa no. Ombeka say what hodi na aka wonim nyame me nim nyame papa
nyame ne so sense anya adwuma ni nidi.
Yes, but Bible for me the Bible is a fake document, a figment of somebody's imagination. The bomb Quranic King James version is no matantana or no person omo de bedi di adwene mu.
Why na de bedi di wa?
Abrofo to indoctrinate us. Who told you say we didn't know God before they came? We knew our God. We had a way of worship. And now we can, even within your department here, we can say, because you are dreaming up where say, one qua sorry, and I say, one my young Musa, we are so religious, I will hear that. And conform my year we ask and don't do one service of your one school. Don't do one, and yes, sir, we are soft. Unless those who are duping us every now and then, because here more business, we go and give them collection every time. You sow seed, you pay tithe, father, your friends a prophet, birthday. So many seed sowing. I saw me and call a crop there. Or more than so be see her. Now, more dear, more Marcos said, "What be brave and dear Google? Yes, it be ye back. We are and just watch future progress. Into a bonny Google, do don't study more. Before so don't study more, now the best say, or more figures, nifty. 50 Ghana cedis to about 5,000. Until the other better honor. Now what you born now the Akoto office. Actually, I'm a test them say top born. One oil kitty oil no was on town oil or the month free. Now so your line was started 50 Ghana to more than 10,000. Into I sorry woman and I do create and I say a brabo because we had a way of life, a way of worship. And I'm saying, sir, until we go back to the tenet of education where practicality is embedded in us from the infancy.
Yeah.
China for na they have segregated them. Omo pancake omo beki omo pam no ma pam omo de omo sa weavy entoma weavy omo lay blocks lay at the age of less than 3 years. Until from that time no akola ni nim di opese woye ebi ko na ne papa ye contractor toys ahuru ne papa sa toys no beto abre omo ofie until time ne papa ko adwuma ne no ma ye nkola omo 5 years they are driving combine harvesters in big farms ye ha wona wo de wona mo hwensase egu ho a nsase ne yato na sawram na do danko akufu ado akotra Ukraine wa bo mo so mo se mo na mama economy adwurega wa kotra ho so ma wheat. Does it make sense? It does not make one single sense. As I said, any Ghana, see you training young crop from school. They will come and till the land. Let agriculture be so important than any other subject. Because as we speak, the aim say national maths and science quiz. Have we ever thought of doing national agric and science quiz? That and as a national agri policy.
We
are not doing it. Yeah, we are fixated on national maths and science quiz. Maths and science you question where you hold the idea. Unless it's a who go or mem high or call any doctors or call you nursing or more science. So we must go into practicalities. By your TVET, no question. Time I had doing a cake here, you know, as an house TVET. Let's start the TVET from kindergarten. Boy,
Medas Erika J. Bremonian share.
Was it a topic in the 2-in-1?
On harmonized prospectus, no, and then one so no, TVET, no, Education Minister Atwama. Every man say, Omunsum.
By harmonized prospectus, no man, say, person chase.
Say, person chase, the Oho was a tono. And you can see school be Sisano.
Okay. Sana more can. Yeah. Medasi Dedi can match here. ETV are full in na mention my colleagues. Bibia Professor Jenano Pukwajima will be a mechano. I'm say, now nature monona. They are pro bono call a half region and they are called Bono near Korea Bono East. Tibedu Saturday. So far, so good. Dagana for in us reception or Mode Mae said your moti and some massifa. Now, me would Mapase December 7th, Ghana for a betuaba at their main DC. A signed the amount they were. Your campaign teams across the country, aside the 18 teams are moving now. You could see, say, your message now can resonate with the masses. It's your best Ghana for Merino Swan, Namaya Adam. Minia, not me be so bro for us, yes, Metias, but we are announcement and obey. Intimate me who here has a mecrana may be discussed because already. After implementation of this particular policy, free SHS, say we should sit and review it. Yes, we review it. Yes, we become. Say free SHS. I say I time policy no. And you know the other background term was me Erika J. Me can no pe. Me can dey neighbor.
Then she share for
and I say me am te here. Me can dey neighbor. So you again. And a woman ni anim. Discussion ya me no ne crop ya mo be na no pe. Result be na be.
Eric, and she sure dear ba.
And yen she share for. Let me tell you.
And he said,
schools are hold I work through my doors. Already in Ghana Education Service, you are teaching schools. Your category A, category B, category C, and category C, A, D. One our children will be modern bowosro, a chain will be. Into be agreed to Benyano, the modern morning a trade school of Beko, even aside implementation of the policy in Echino. That is how it is. Yet, results about your category A school there. Password na minister office. Who here be just a minister na ankasa. Oti kroma e unim se nkwada no results ba. Omoton schools no man penny for. Are you not aware?
Minim Erika.
Unhu so.
Minim.
Ene unhu. Oti kroma yi. Omo nyina yo mo connection men no mo go ministry ho. Who doesn't know? Who doesn't know? Me what fast or presec e wo legon silas or tro or sampa. Caspe or science. They I was so happy. But my grade no nya no minim say no obenya but you will similar people omunya the same grade omo benya school omo pekra just omo kokotua it's a fact like judicial notice oko Ghana Education Service office so a connection man for na Ministry of Education adotwim no mo nyina they can't tell me say they don't know them
but can you see what your oko other sectors you say license in there dey
go for me college license me control exams na me pass here but I am telling you say
minister before
and I am telling you say the staffs there will tell you say per category A school I just a minister or say me boy on front of pay na nemo na mo ka kire se nkwada no true wi a o mo choose school na we post o mo direct nti e den na ekoye connection and me no kura hia me nkwada na ko school mu na wi na obeka prospectus na sem no o mo setna in the school say na tie nkwada bi ba video na o mo ne ye kasa say aduane o mu di kura anye number of hours e de che o mo de kura anye. These are key issues. Are they addressing them? Minia UTV Agri Minister, are they addressing them?
They may be no there, but say, or they
say some have talk is enough is enough. Omo kasado do. Aban we mun penny for. Why you more communicators and go na mu go abem instead of you to sit and work.
So I'm public. I better no be.
when implementing policy we say free education yeah the tey and say of file or trunk ne den and now go school here nka ho ewie ya enkwada no efrefie agi sika de ye classes because number of hours na de kire mo ade ne nso ewie ya enkwada ne frefie se mo nsan ne aduane ne aduane nye me chrome secondary school so my include secondary school it take almost 6 good months
me ho mo je 500 per
student no mo kwada ne hola enkwada no koko no mo ni bread tea no mo ni bread now was na tete mo anka mo ministers and these are the key issues you won't sit and address them they be na prepare na matena na yaba na ye ni animu na be discuss we ochena be kan wasem ochena yanka different topic
maybe so ochena yanka different
yeah ba ochena are we going to talk of the same topic
say ade abanti
so
system
you menewo nye ni implement policy when we implement policy after implementation of the policy the challenges so and now see mo bia nka wasem
enye bi na ode aba say
and am see tie wo ye papa na wo fie now see encounter masema we have problems policy now implementing obi o wadwene fa ho bia kan bia also time policy no now because of the year no some of the schools etimi charging kwada na abro so ana meboa some of the schools would you be prospectors a chance say do pay university admission on kwala na
mo no watwe mo de
and am the one prospectors aba
3 category
so one problem some of the can catch us already no ya chiche mu dada say we school category A we B we C ni na academic performance and omo de measure ana ameboa na omo ko school na omo ko di gari a category A for na omo gari no ene ekivo ana ye de ngari and a category B for the David what are you telling us so I am telling you say omo na ni mo juma because teachers no omo charge your category A no ukita certificate that category B so the same salary near them yes and near them
but their parents complaining say wa ba na wa buy uniform one obi nkoto different dey am go school
yes
we asunde we better but we there enhye ne say we na was auto for kan wa
and una make sure say free SHS no eye ba bia free SHS yes and it
yeah
whether you are a presec you are in my hometown a free SHS syllabus ko na e de che omo presec no ye the same syllabus ana meboa ebi aduane na nsesan beba because of baby are free we are
facilities in a difference room
those things are there nti no na ye key no attention no also okomi Chrome secondary school omo implement free SHS enkwada na omo hia boys dormitory no ni baby omoda classrooms ni bi na convert na omoda so that are they addressing those issues honorable minister enough is enough munya mo kasadodo because parents are complaining okroma say enuane ankwada ne di wo school mu kra nye o de any my headmaster mi na no nka say me nkwada ne duane nye kafen ade be chene apamo there's a headmaster that I know o say Eric ade ohun se nkofo boni wo mutim ne say utimi kraba yede free nkran kwata chima unze nipa boni straight and you know why I'm saying so you are into a Greek we need the echi na ya catch us at chima secondary school animu nchi secondary school yes buffer stock be mo aduane a omba be fa bayire na omo de ko na o techima ne ha he na do bayire obi kata o penti no mo center everything in Accra ene mama problems akọ form because ye yesusu ana na ye nyini no me Chrome secondary school no mo obom shika en say ye di sampadadwo ada anim hwemanim na enye de sampadwa na Monday nti every Monday no obehu se school bells ane te car no front no mo kopake wo sampadwa mu a edwa wo so mudi ni na wotwe ni nyina na mo didi aba nti samre na eduane mu home pro because omo ko no my calculations na wotwe no enkwada ne bedi makowi on bedi tomatoes we but now connection man free buy because ye de Ghana SHS ntosu nyina mani pa ba contract no ono no kokra ntosu no wa ba bedi ntosu nti di kogu say be pro say empro they cannot ne ya cry mo ne de amakwabra ne nko ono de mo no ba mi wa okonkwala ni school mo wo menu omo kwan omo fa so didi what you say nti e no betinya ko one secondary school anopo mo di rice water ewi on bedi mo anyimo bedi mo tuo what sort of treatment is this
2 in 1 tiano waka TVET ne kakra TVET
so what sort of behavior is this mo de bebia mo didi sector bia gu bebia TVET wo mo dida
na so o match no charge in African countries in the Ukraine so never boy course
na ya so mo we o here on the to say African countries minister
program
o mo nya o mo kasa dodo or a minister of Africa. You see, me, I believe in action. Let me tell you this, mark my words. Ye power. Now your mommy baby, see no who's a mekasa rough say, now me implement here. Question me, see, me. Because what people want to see is action. And now take to African countries for some form of TVET. Your TVET institutions now work man, are they resourceful enough? Are we providing what they need? Because who are doing in us will be in front. And as my brother just said, and then woman na yekusu no, ye tie krase no. Ye ti so be your political science, and him so be your politician no. So na minimum. Because you know ye nya education be che say ukofa ha o chena bekwa kusi ha. Now, curriculum na kwala no e dey ko no still dada na na e dey ko. So if TVET should be the topic, what's your concentrate for now? I was see a man attractive.
Yeah, attractive.
Remember, I was see a man attractive. Inti nipa na ochira de o TVET no. Akwada no be ko na di moto na aba be park. Inti akwada na ote classroom nkura nim so wi ahwa moto no be use. E bia na moto nya ne target. Inti staff no, are we treating them well? Equipment no mu hia no, are they sponsoring them with it? Masa, enough of the loose talks.
But that's it. Kobia. Bremne share prospectus ni TVET ye come for their might be one mayaka. Sanse ebebo mpuntu metie
me das ma menchia yahwefo na ani menchia Ghana the next president you are Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia onza na meba mafade nyina kire se nkundi ebe na kwan so ba number 1 eho na ye ne members of parliament omo pressure ye nto aba mo MPs nyina no eho no da number 1
this way no
na anim wadaro mo ma mensa emfa kwanya kesi yesu na me na ono abu Henry Kwabra Kokofu wa wo fa Mena na say. Was a appointee of our zone senior campaign advisor to Napo. Me man, congratulations, Cassia. Man, congratulations, Cassia. I didn't the Padona Eric. And no problem. Eric, man, now to Napo. Now, don't do a Casa. Or to vote to no serious. I am more than the Padona training say I was saying offer the way our bonnet bra and the way our grassroots. Mobilization what here say na party for would
you do na pofo
e dey nyame ada roman penina power ne say oni e running mate e you run po oni the senior campaign advisor
and we are prophet
and now okay afadi amafa ya MPP communicators e one national yetna TV show no of Kokofu ada roman and na why t-shirt ni chama yen say TV show yen hye na yen fanton Yoruba Bawumia and yen ballot position yen number 1 no to of Kokofu no panya minshira me wish honorable Esla happy belated birthday Sunday train na honorable Esla Uso Kufu yen hard working minister for communications and digitalization edina woda 60 years is not an easy thing minia process na me ensure honorable Esla na minim say Abekuma West minima power ye no obehye na nimonyam ani your topics ni you know for now
honey 2 in 1
yeah 2 in 1 o see ye share prospectus aya harmonize no and this last year and almost share sa ade na se na mebo yura yawo ose adutwum one na bedwaku omo hwempanyina omo toto ne mama ye ne ngomasua no papa no clearly omo demonstrate say omo asonda fom ne awofo eka no omo te because ani ye nyina ye gidi say bedroom pempenso bi na abaye ohawa ma awofo
yeah
the way and manner schools no ebi no omo ade omo pe edi ne ma bi hihye edi ma wo say school ni abofra awanya admission was what the coast school na abua afa awofo ekom at a point in time ebeye topical issue na yanya minister ono na djuma wo ye na soda fom wo hwe honorable yawadi twuma onye minister or armchair minister in fact he's always on the grounds we have seen him on several pictures and him oni a school for mofra at all levels of course round unannounced just to ascertain the challenges are in nuanom na wo school no ekum na wahwe kwampa obetimi afa so ebi ne se ene awofo ana omo haw na abeye adesua kese amom san se anade dan kwa kufu ado edi free senior high school by na wiase nyina age atum se eno na ye the biggest social intervention policy ewa bibiman mu nyina ne wiase afa na nyina to the extent say ene abibiman mu mpanimfo ahodo aka ne nyina no yes say ahodo so mba besua sa enema pane ne ye pane Ghana ho ene na ye hwe se sa ekomujuo na nanado de ama awofo no prospectus no emeye ohaw ema wo mimi say me opportunity we met with the minister some time past and I mentioned the same thing to him say was there a way I want media harmonize prospectus no say be akwara bia kwhwe ne results they publish na wo ko school na wo ebeba no we dey niam wo sort as na me nua Eric ka say categorization of the schools me nua nya na categorize schools ani schools has always been graded grade A school, grade B school, grade C school titititini nyina obi okọ fancy pim fancy pim has been a grade A school obi okọ bia nkokọ sec enyim the grade nkokọ sec was St Peters enti enye ne na nhyehyɛ no sabi o ye prospectus a wontimi boxing nyina into one basket because schools ni bi no ukode a oni obi niam also obi the boarding house ni niam also obi the day school enye pa na meboa ye wo school bi they don't even have a boarding status it omo prospectus certainly will be different from omo boarding there. Meanwhile, I am grateful and I commend the minister and na pamfo say omatimi to sana mo na awofo nsema na omo kana omati enei na nado danko akufuado MPP aban yewu akufuada Roma ene ohia ni ho ene osikani ni ho anim emre bia na abetwamko na enye easy say obetimi anya opportunity say obefre krokituam na wako presec wako achimota wako mfanse pin wako adisado but yewu akufo for computerized school placements system ne buy no and abofabia will equal opportunity of accessing a grade A school or a grade B school based on your performance. And then when adebia e wo ma enipa dodo na animu one say was on monitor recently awofo na omunim ne de imprempi no mo na ba betno BC na omo yi omo for international school omo ba public schools because my mema there's a 30% bia omo allocated for less endowed schools. Anyway, I hope so you are aware of that arrangement. There is that 30% into abofra bi betimi akọ mikroma apiase Methodist ne wanya 15 abofra bi betimi akọ Christ the King obenya 6 ones but ebia wonya presec but what I say because abofra be break no sometimes when they also consider environment in locality now a lot of them okotusu school ni kura na mekami ameba I have a boy we presec or take or doctor of pharmacy me go to school amano mekami to presec. The teacher didn't say, hey, precisely the honorable Mumpede Mudo, and I'm seeing he will go. And then he made a grade, he got a presec. Oh no, grade when you're waiting in a presec. Okay. You get it. But I'm just saying, say, in the same, Obibetimiania, a better resource than even data. Untimina presec, or government school, public school, and Okoya, or the way, and then Yamada Roma, or Bonahomode, or KNUSC, or your doctor of pharmacy. It means no question when they say aban we buy and clearly na yense say any niam aye ni nyina chese ye pagya ngomashia no it is never true so be obeka chiro because reforms mu hia and now Ministry of Education omo de ayibia bo mo friend STEM innovation there is a whole directorate their role is to ensure say omo be initiate innovative ways any strategies e betime de apagya ngomashia no and now honorable abitwum hye ya wo ya the modern types of school buildings are senior the smart classrooms are how do I build this abofra tablet no dey then it's an improvement if you say economy and then another aspect of the topic has to do with TVET and then Ghana under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ni MPP aban yes o tan okwadwo in America and then say how do I ye dia pagya TVET mu and say for Fred ya ba and TVET no abeye ade a abofra bi ewie school and then the court say obeye nya enrollment akwakoye TVET program ye ba ye abanwe aboa apagya asi asan a renovate more than 20 TVET schools all across the country awaso de uhu a echen university near ewo botema kwan so motorway hai uhu a echen university a lot of TVET centers aban ba ya build bebre about 20 of them.
But ya jine ya de kutu before say kebia ne ya otum say ye say na Mr. Senator Noken I see that they are kosoro dodo
ba me no ya adwene pa anim but we ba bia na the way na vocational and technical institutions the way na eco form under previous administration any ba you see it's always a question of baby na wo any baby o pija ba bedru and the development say minister na nyakwanya na wako a congregation bi na woni other ministers interact
Now watch them so Ghana yen hye ya ni page TVET mu nie. Enti mo nso no mo betimi ato the same line. Enne me na wo kasa me nua opa wo wi asoma reporters afia kobi girls school. E mo fra na timi e build a drone etufa wim. And then we are teaching Ghana from Kuala coding, robotics. Whether we like it or not, there's still more room for improvement.
Okay.
But nobody can dispute the successes chalked under this government in terms of TVET education. About we have born home modern all over Ghana. TVET centers they were in poor states. Ya pay them among equipment and they mama front to mapa. And then I'm a fracondo. Oko abom atima bomusua. Hwe school den yesi wo ho. Eche university. Oko akrodie eye ahafo. School den yesi wo no community na himfo ne mpanifo community no say yan converting fanya university mo because facilities the structures na ho no it meets that of a university standard. Akomadan yan see this yesi university.
You say ya buye ho abomfia chenti ne ye kan sa
no. Me no
no.
But we no want to fit pempo wo se. Sebio say
now say chechro mo say no de mo de be ya no.
And Oluman, any bicycle you appreciate the bicycle. Which bicycle in Kakana for Uko now you see human needs are insatiable. At any given time, no, near AC form no. Meaning Eric in your opportunity. Now me say now all kind of school and me and I'm Freddy and contact hours and structures and I was thinking at least in committing me up prefer solutions back when I'm be. But it has always been lamentations, shaping public sentiment, but they are not providing solutions. You see, when you want to be an alternative to government, I was saying anytime you have any opportunities, you speak and you suggest solutions. That is when people will take you serious.
Okay. But I say, and this name before the Mushia, Mam Pempem Hoka ye. The next topic here, Koma Mumino, Intiene, Mensisam Mukakrana Meshe. Parliament and then mummy and one majority. One day give me Kakasi and one practice. I just say Abofrana. I know our form you know, say in Channel Mubago, so you'll be trouble for anyone and any bankasano. Was over trouble for the other funny mamma crana and any bano. The majority once okay with the Mikaso and a majority. Into the oh, that be constitution and Rano will decide. Okay, and I'm a fruits here now, Miss Asanata, who make a calamity parliament, me producer, try say. Beko parliament bi ma yedi kan report di di kan no pass there empanifo ahihye mashafo na ahihye kwan a ene die nhihye aye politifo alcohol asojafo na se bambo ho nsem so empanifo hwe na akoyi ekrobia am sha asem for the next 10 minutes and then parliament
me that was bebre na medical asre Ghana for omaboto because of enipa ya to abama won so mo represent here on mahye ne ekoso ho no ohwe this 8th parliament Minianim almost a parliament national. Almost the chaos. Almost the basa ntokwa and the share parliament national. Now you free say Ghana for you free say baby a yedruno. Almost you are the free. But the year parliament is a baby brikino. It appears say a crown of fast social and a crime on person fast here.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Okay.
But you see, let me throw a caution. Say situation in the Yababi Drum Sisiano. Obi any who be try so the bear among yourself. Men try say any opportunity now because we are purely matters of law.
Matters of law. Mount Manen Casa. So you onu ni masema obeka na be. Onu ni masema obeka. Say the hankwane ye casa. Media houses no do ntijano.
Ejane sese no. Minia Eric ejane sese na sa no.
Mpacho casa.
Ani matters of law.
Yeah.
But me pese ahwefo. Any nipa a ehwe yen wo wiase nyina afidin time so. Me busa questions me no pe.
Do be parliament for Nana.
Busa no me busa na maja agum na Ghana for ehwe yen na njeji.
Okay.
Ghana ye nyina ye gitum se Ghana obi are the 4 arms of government ye say media no na me 4
and they are no obronso into.
So the 3 arms of government, executives, the legislature and the judiciary.
Yeah.
Which of them a year bigger than the constitution of the republic? So answer no, if the answer is no, then it means that Ghana for nyina ya je to say the constitutional supremacy. That is the first question. So if you are the constitutional supremacy, because in most cases say the president is not above the law,
But the president is the head of the executive arm of government. So if the president is not above the law, which other person in this republic and on the law no? At all times, the constitution of this republic is the supreme body and the supreme law. Nobody is above the law, whether we are chief justice, we are speaker of parliament, or we are president of the republic.
Macrobia, how can you Obi Super say, ye nyasa 3 arms ni wia, ye baby so I was say a majuma koso, and a separation of powers. I say, ye 2 no so good kakra.
And you may home. The first question, and they say,
okay.
And the second question, and they say, constitution,
yeah.
Minister President, Enya ewo to me the appointing ministers because of draw authority from the constitution and amebo.
Yeah.
Speaker of Parliament enjoy so many immunities, any to me authority no one because no personality near the man because constitution defines say authority no yem fama no mebo ana. And the judiciary so authority the same from the same constitution. Now body be na Ghana. Your constitution na nyina ye dia to say the adwuma no. And what the authority to interpret our constitution.
And the interpretation in the judiciary in some.
And what the Supreme Court. And even the judiciary
it's within a say.
Yes, I agree.
We are part of.
So it is the judiciary, no.
Yeah.
And what the authority and okay, your constitution Article 1, 2, actually the supremacy of the constitution of the republic.
Yeah.
It is here in to Musadia. Then it means every aspect or every provision in the constitution, you know, your interpretation and body are they are clothed with original jurisdiction. And yet the Supreme Court, the apex court of the land.
Yeah.
But you see, yeah. Then you are talking about separation of power.
Yeah.
Separation of power and any at the end of the day.
Say 3 arms now born body.
3 arms no.
The baku enimtiemu biya ne dwuma ne kwan so.
I don't Ghana ni biya kra
okay.
But 3 arms no obiya won a boundary. President, it means I say or executive authority. It obetimi aye niam bia tra the constitution am na ho kwan say wonye. Supreme Court ewo authority obi the asema kwada Supreme Court say speaker trigger a provision article 97 1G mo. And majority leader any group we e akọ say e kwan speaker for so pronouncement no wo check constitution no ma eni the emrane kan ebo abra. Then Supreme Court say speaker Wamani stay of execution. Kopim said there will be a final determination of the matter before the Supreme Court. Again, contravening check and balances. It is the same check and balances because Speaker Kasa say yeah na president by no never change the speaker can to change here. Then Yabeka say body beer only the authority to interpret a provision in the constitution at the nation itself because say we president or executive president or the nation itself. But that is not the case here. It is the same Supreme Court. Ghana Constitution, the Supreme Constitution. You see what people are forgetting to appreciate. And they say, other jurisdiction practice the parliamentary supremacy. Our authority is rest on the shoulders of parliament. But on the other hand, it is the constitutional supremacy.
Then the hybrid, you are coming in
but then the Constitution of Ghana, yes, and no any other law be inconsistent with the Constitution is a null and void.
Okay.
That's the where the provision of law. So say you say your constitution by the certain portions, certain provision actually living a relevance. It by the constitutional review. The sakra certain entrenched clauses being and you may be our constitution. Then it's a good thing.
So all kind of sad as a speaker and so near Bonio.
What's it?
So all kind of sad said you all kind of dead as a speaker and so say 1G 97 1G no estate in the class say in the there's all kind of sadness on near Bonnie.
Just saying.
Tell what say you full say
okay.
Maybe all can say na mean you what can say the full say bibi and your papa yen shani in free ho. Sana all kind of there. Then speaker and so for say the oye no ono so because the emrane sie no and or the said ora Michael Kwedi
ye na emrane me nya ono cha there
metio
oko kind the same constitution na article 99(1) at the same
time say MPP the release be about
article 99(1) me nya opa you can MPP release I mean it is a constitutional provision 99(1) it body a what sa jurisdiction and to me to make determination of such parliamentary matters. and that is the High Court.
But 97 also I can straight
97 again, 97 they say 97 no, you can, if you have the constitution you can read it.
Constitution but one gene e buy yin na can
you see 97
so we anyway yeah say na was easy
matters of law.
Yeah.
The interpretation of the law is in the bosom of the judge. One.
Mami nya na fo anu si me interactive be me ja na wa kan de eto asoma yeah.
Me no ti hey.
Yeah.
Court asem. You betimi abubu ho. But the authority to make determination it's not our court na dia. It's I'm going to say the discretion of the court, any cases are between, and there are several examples. As part this is not the first time a Supreme Court has set aside a ruling of Parliament. It's not the first time. We're in a balloon as will be a company. We get it. And at the end of the day, and there have been several instances, Boniface, a lot of people across the carpet, and the Doaja Hope, none of them, Anom City declared vacant. And the Doaja Hope, Boniface Sadek Obekaya. Of Manya Krobo. Independent. That time he was an NDC candidate in 2012. NDC Speaker of Parliament was there one set.
But Krobo, I mean, say. Untu nkoko to nkaka se minim bibia na manye bibi ntin maybe every so
and your court na make decision as entiase
there be asem na wona wo ka se obi anka ho hwe na mka se wo de akokota eno nkyere se obi be so wan kwa
one win and nkyere se we unu ma ye it's perfectly good but the Supreme Court has that constitutional mandate and all my exercise speaker should know sending authority now or no enye ono ani to me no the speaker. The same constitution and I'm a certain authority, but authority now one there's a boundary, and constitution no authority and as a body a authority to make a determination on matters like this no has spoken. It is not a matter of say this is how my way my feelings where me person me yet. When Supreme Court talks on matters of law, that is final.
Eric. Mr. Sanita no dem so hwe mba ye de obeka bi mum. Mumi enu na ga mo parliament NDC MP meet you.
Very interesting. The be manage your crown. Almost statement now say about me share but almost start provisional. Almost
1 2 130 99 1.
Almost say provision no me na kan yenti ase me en court second mum chire. What logic na make
so no court the who or constitution no dey court
there be constitutional issues ni eka ono natural crata dey aba no pay say was cited portion of the constitution and no dey actual ne crata
yeah
but osusu say me erikeje me ni anim ye kan a ye ntia ase because ana mra ne ka but the other provision no so constitutional provision dey say me no kan a en wose ye tia ase e wose ye court na court mum ko kire ase boko dey.
So no court.
They should stop that noise. No, let me tell you this. I like how he started. This if Parliament, yes, started tension the chassis.
No more tension.
Any other tension area.
Yeah.
Sani a penal and Nanado because already Ghana for penning for be two Ghana for say Nanado is full of tension.
That's what
meba.
The parliament
meba Ghana for penning for be two Ghana for four. Say he's full of tension. President Kufuor ne kai inti munhwe yi na manto aba man indeed wa for failure ampa. Inti tension no pe no ye the tension ne be ko na wie. E de ne man started say if parliament ashase no tension ne shase. All because of one seat. Jashi question. Na eno hwe speed a ye de call court. Eko granting injunction the mom nti tension na starting here ni Supreme Court ne court ya na detention ne sha say na ono aso detention ni ko wi so take it e no e so the tour say ye ni omo na detention na ba kroma
we dey miss rawa ma men kom na hye bedwamumra na me ba me am hwe time ne dada akaw 8 minutes akaw 8 minutes nti ba na me dey ato aso ama Mr. Kwale me samu wa chibiem
ye nua
bibia boko de
boko
anapodi kan boy amane Sabre no watwa ba pa osima eno nkro ba pa osima aduanan mienu so far
okay
parliament say
so far haye boko
okay
ye nyina ye twense speaker ebeba na wabetena se ebo 10 na ya ebo 10 na no mo che won se 10 na se 10 no mo yinti no enche ase ndi 10 bo a ye hwenim se speaker beba bedu ha na wo pese uhu se dia arrangement no tie wo inside that speaker tanasia ne nsa nifa so right na majority for etna no ne nsa benkum left minority for etna so far the oba mraso jafo aba wo dem ho no nyina wo majority side won aprapra e no mo NDCMP ne NCCMP na wo majority side wo tete nkonya na wo majority side no ebi gina ho ebi te ho no but left hand side the minority ni die nkonya na wo ho no MP obi anteto
Akole
hello
nkonya ni so anti na ebi gina ho na speaker o ma anti na ebi gina ho
speaker ma anti na ebi gina ho
okay ba choto aso
yo inti no inti se anka speaker ba eno se ho a anka ye se left hand side nkonya na wo ho a nkonya for minority caucus no anka ye behu mratroje foni bi wo ho nti eno na ye twen se speaker ba no obetena se a senior minority side ni ye MP ni saa na ebe ya na anase wo nyina kogu majority side a wo mo occupy nkonya no na ewo ho ebi tete ho ebi ginagina ho no saa na ebe ya na nti ye show se speaker ba no obetena se a how will the chamber be so far no only one side is occupied and I say ne nsani fa so majority side no ena wo nyina akotena
na Mr. Kole omo te ho no mood ne te sen omo di omo nkomo
mood no friendly ayon kopa mood
enkomo no NDC ne MPP fo nyina bom di nkomo pepepe
bom di nkomo no pepepe
chuchu bi ansi
ye te say omo ye enuanom ana omo ayonko friends ana say ayonko na omo tete ho no na womo ebon komo senior before and then no expectation next year say have a tense have a situation and sister calm
Mr. Kole yanhwe numbers no so nei o mu se emra na kire se we na ye ya na we na ye o makwa akotena bom wo hwe o mudodo na o mu nyina na aba 275 no o mu nyina na aba na eso ate
275 no wo mu ndu sakra ena o hwe mu pa nso a mitumi hu se entity maswe dwafo no aba bebe chen entity maswe dwafo no
ba cho timu biem o se yefo na aba chen ho yefo
se mimi de meni hwe so far mi hu entity maswe dwafo dodo chen entity maswe dwafo
okay okay
enso kan won nyina abomu a well esan say ebi te ho na ebi gina ho ntine mintumi hu se nkonya na ewo majority side no sanka omu nyina tena afia ni nyina be so be ye ma na se enye ma eno na mi nyen hu ye so omu nyina wo eho na ebi nso epiepie bi aba abonten but the down clear and say minority side no obi an eni ho enti ho no
okay anapa ne ebisa basis bi ne ade besisi wo supporters ajaga na de bo na hu na ye chidom eno so ekosi sen ya pammo mo ko anawoda ho gina chi
na wo mu wo enim ha eye conference enim mo me no mo ka se de me hu se bas ni na epi ha enye me wan so mo ya ma wo mo ko state house no mo but wo mu anapa ne se ne tie na nti se adu
anapa no betumi asisi dua bas no party ku e baaye
anapa no mi hu won awon mo she t-shirt ni bi no honorable Frank Anodom press t-shirt na awon mo she no ebi sa t-shirt ni bi na mi hu ya ne din ene ne picture ewo so eno na mi hu ebe ye nsanwa madwagiri MP
Mr. Kole de bidi
nsanwa madwagiri NPP4
okay the bidi wie ne se okọ parliament your speaker your first deputy ni second deputy o je ho na o de bia o de waso tutu forma ene mu na we na beba eneno minyanhu second deputy speaker omena MP a ono so 4 seats na speaker declare no vacant no minhu so beba because e bia Supreme Court di directive bi ba ya and the other three in so almost independent no so almost minyanhu mu bia amenti central ni minhu agona west ni minhu and na minhu so hu e bia obi be ka say e bia on be ka say omo beba because Supreme Court
ama directive says speaker ruling no omo fan yi demand sa nti bi a nanka omo be yi weni but for no de omo bia ni hu omo bia
Mr. Kwale wo parliament membisa we abi wo ha na aya atesam ye nso de agya ye wa abonten wenya ntie se sa for MPC obi atro de akoma speaker se bia emra kwan so sisi de mesesam bobre akwa se de constitution ni baabi e ka no what bisa
baby menti bisa even honorable Penyoma Kensen so asem no ba ya o kasa no otitu dua se eye mrachoja ko omo NPP ticket so ewo ha no obia nchro emre no ena obia nchro ma ono the party no officially say or co-independent but still can so many rule no or tire mu say evidence was on record say omo file so omo co-independent ena ba kwa file so be contest wo NPP din into electoral commission okwa obekwa kunya sa fact no or say ye fact no wo ho no mo but say we be sabi say omo atro e de ama eye parliament and speaker na de so far speaker make mu say nsa kan say tu omo ho
the time bisa sa question yenya ntie say Cynthia Morrison atro de akoma speaker mo wo ho ntina mpese mbisa ranka osi sudua ma me say bia wate ana say
okay no te de bisa Jesus speaker e ba ene na communication America so oba odin semi betuja ansa na omo achen with media say no say e ba no say nsa kan eye elected safety honorable Cynthia Morrison in Kenya definitely no speaker communication ni mu no ebebem obebo parliament amanie
honorable Asiamadi kakra or second deputy speaker the edi huye ya bay akanibi ni position as second deputy speaker no over parliament eno so mo kan ho asem say ye declare ni seat
no speaker man ruling wie no Dr. Atuforsen any Sumachioja for no ne kasa no omo kan say ni afa na based on speaker ruling at that time before Supreme Court today the directive ba no omo ne kasa as a Thursday no omo say numbers no as a Thursday no omo ye majority anything no second deputy speaker position no ebedu ene no omo no be say ombe yi obi obeba be che anemu house no be gina tum na wa be ye second deputy speaker as last Thursday no in the Supreme Court the directive na ye train say speaker so be ba na ene oba be tena so the communication be tudwa no ye nim se ne anema be kwa koye if speaker ba ansa ena ye be clearly.
Okay, my last question asra for bambo for buy no so to say why di nti omukọ ana mu gina nkra
so ya for omo buy no mi bi se di same no the amete ye dey say Tuesday dia because enye chamber na wo state house no na parliament isia wo ho no no mu be sia omu sia wo conference center dome no ye private apart from Rasuja for Wamobaha no, yet me the rent other people. Into the amity they say Tuesday via Soja Pona, Wamobaha with Kama, Sniper dog now, Omode Baya, Ombe Shake, Demo Hulina. Yes, say I did almost a year, Tuesday via a dear Omutaye, Eba Ebeshe, such a hot no say, will be in fed the Dimbe said the day did to me be one, they did me pro be an a year. Inti explanation aminyaye eno nti we apon de omo ba ya ombe ye se edwuma no before ebebo 8 no omo tena omo ba omo ka mu a wo mu nyina akọ nti soje ni ba akokora ni chamber ho no ana se chamber no outside udi be wuram soje ni bie ni a police one wa ha
anaba call medase any report bibia ni a ye besen aba Otimi bi so anawatia ya na so medase ozafo ye ko mrahye bedwam ene ya namusi despite media ye honorable no honorable Emmanuel Colley ene ko twenkomo ni tia wa ne se ne de omunyina atefa ko bible zehwe ye ne fa eze nuanum nyina bo trafa ko to omunyina akwa trafa ko ne so ye twen mrahye bedwam chiamehene saa na report nchese omo twen no ba na fe de ho no despite media yemfa nkam de beti bia no ebema maso ate se de ne ye mra no ekono yesua kɔ ne ye hu enti Eric 9:53 what 10:1 na ma
me pe interview no pa efe once we nyina ya adesua nti niema isisi wo Ghana ne nyina be ma ya sen adwena hu se nye suku nko ana onko asabe onim yansa nti obi ensua de pa kasa bebo na meka
mitio
suku ne de obekɔ ba yansa na ode beta niema to adi dwuma it matters most. So let me start from where baby I'm seeing. This parliament, your kai drama is here. Say ya to abayi, you know, question asen not.
Yeah.
Almost you say, the nationality ni issue home. And you know, court in injunction. Ni nyina sha say because na emrache bejefi na pai aye 137. Inti se yekase yekwa akoyi speaker yebeto aba inti se yebeto aba na question ka ho a NDC for no wo number no saa time na for me na my friend cornerstone ebo ana adansi fu ato atwene no eno na hu behia ai na omunim ni position ena na onka so oni omu be yidwuma e wo parliament inti na omu suru se yekoto aba for speakership na se question ka ho de a likely see ebenya inti they should use the court. The words use is underlined. They should use the court to injunct him. Now, if kwanya ye fast so my injunction application ye adwuma ne kwanya fast so secure ye ne time as service ye adwuma ne mu adwem.
Adenti.
Masa,
nyense mo krata so no
court no nyen na ba ye. Until let me tell you this. This Supreme Court, this is not the first Supreme Court in this country.
Ayeden.
Judges ahodu opi abako omo decisions abaya kan bi wo law school. Ba obi abeye na adwuma bia na adwuma be da ho ama onana no ma be kan bi.
Adenti.
And me about them about let me proceed. Ye hwe kwan ya fa so kokogye injunction de bai. And say what? Mo say unqualified electoral commission are clear no. Isi hwehwe ne niamam. Isi ni so your constitutional body ana meboa. And one man the kwan say nipa ni deserve so call election. Into a problem akọ court na yenko kansam. Mo say there be e was a court yini free mu ne. Nti parliament so very in kra na ye be na wo say so ni no to speak about na say hene ha. We never allowed it. And okokoto ye. At the end of the day, any nemu na court to call back court to na court ko boy ko nyane to do say ono kra onye citizen. Any assign any ko bi. E ho na omko chiche 200 cedis omo report on. Any enwene here.
Evidence when.
Oh na aden chaso poku sika na ye di. Enyom no wan hwebi. Sika na ye show wa hu. Enamu ba no processes bibresi wo parliament o. Mamenka e-levy. Yes ye the e-levy ba. E-levy yes ye ba e betwam a omo so so omba betwam no. Eno kire se omo nye nokwafo emra na omo de be no so de ntokwa ba parliament ne se obeka ya owura haruna edusu eco court 2 good years mu ne away be sinne Supreme Court intimi fair haruna case no
on e-levy.
Yes, be sinne still pending, but we are also Ghanaians, we are also citizens. Emra na ebo MPP for ho ban no eno na ebo ye ho ban. It is all your papa now to feel now that Sunni by be said, yeah, we know Boo or Manning.
Papa Ben.
Papa Supreme Court as an American.
Okay.
Me and the jamio, let me go, baby. I could be a jam.
No need to comment.
Yes, maybe say, level now you say, yeah, no, now you employ your woman, yeah, you know my money is commenting. Yeah, in Ghana. So, Papa, American ask me.
Graduate, ah,
men found Papa, I can ask me. And in my way, be a summer bar or when you are the and I will so the bar and when near the share. Inti raise public sentiments na de na ekosi ade na mo ye ninye na sa papa kro ya yetimrahye bedwefie na ebi kan omo ho bom se o ade bi sorry Ghana ya nhwe ye be se o man LGBTQI+.
Yeah.
Inti private member na omo sponsor bill na omo ne asofo ne samkofo obi mo ye wie ye pe se mampani be ma ne presidential assent no no be boy amane se wate se obi court sa time na nipa no nkoe na omo plan se obi be court omokoya na court ko na the speed ebe injunctive process na say yentimi email process na ma president so wonsan etina ya koye say court no ade bi amampani ni na abem mpanimfo pen no na moye, but that shouldn't be the case. We are running a country. Ubisa a simple question. Over your constitution now, your separation of powers. You see, so you have purposive interpretation na emrani bia ni intention ti e twero you. What am I say? That chance be na esi wo mre bi ne emu sese ya mfa mra we ya ma e bi betimi ya den asibiem Until the actual meaning of the law will be there. The purpose of a lot of things. So, almost all the chairs, I mean, Master, may buy Jamaminka. What?
But on the time,
me no makati o say be am tisi frame me matiabre. I cannot.
I can't 3 minutes into the no yes happen.
O fast separation of powers na obia wo kwan of fast gi ni djuma. Obia interfere obi adwuma mu. E ho na checks and balances na so wo nti obia check ne yonko say de obey na djuma pepepepe. And now call your constitution na parliament e wo powers say o kan asem bi wo abonten a omotimi supine privileges committee mebo. Yeah. Supreme Court so was same content powers. I don't think a constitution need the shape because to be an independent body, it was your money operate fully. So if you are a Supreme Court judge, if you are a High Court judge, na say be oh dear any among create parliament, they can also subpoena you. Be bamra sem dia. Me ba emra sem dia kan. Na legislature na nyemra. Say ni nchire mu no mo. Dey me ba ye nuru ni nchire mu. Baby ye duru no the provision is clear. Article 97 G and H. What can you clear? Mamencho interpretation kakra chere me. I'm not a lawyer, but the omo no chere me no. Whereby your interpretation of the constitution is ambiguity, procedural error, need the keka SAS provision that hono. Okay, ambiguous. Okay, ambiguous. Procedural error being and the speaker committee. Speaker day now or the ruling neighbor no. One can say or say a declaration or declare social clip now. Or your very emphasis ever words will choose your part. So he is informing the house. Seat where you vacant based on Article 97 G and H. And no more be can't say no kind article no more antiasi. Na no other there. No antiasi no kokko. Oh there me ba there be me bo. Supreme Court ma mention there. Or more the chair there. Let me say it again. Whereby a lower court any decision about high court and antiasi bia you the ruling at the lower court. Meaning akro be antiasi. Ultimate court for stay. What I say? Because a court decision, this another arm of government sit in Parliament House, make a declaration, not a judgment. Now what now arm of government say? You've arrested the declaration made by the another arm of government. What sort of law? So what they are doing, you know, it's like we are sorting the constitution using the Supreme Court of Ghana. And if you don't be careful, there will be constitutional chaos in this country because of these rulings. Na tension na ba no hu ya na. And another prayer the constituency na omunim so na omosoma na ebe yi no. Omoda so ya no po mahu se gidie ni mu nti omunyina for bus. So omomodin omoba. Nti ene wa hu se nsa wo modu agirifo na omafo bus se omoba because emo mpini nya de. Nti so sorry. Yen free na to say NDC mebunu no so nyina akobisi ji parliament a chaos na start here. Who initiated the chaos? So let me tell you this. These two institutions, the court of our country, the electoral commission, we are in an election year. You have to let peace prevail. No decision be a ban. You should know say what repercussions on the country. Me, I am a party member. I'm a party member. I believe in the ideologies of my party. Until we can NDC, you know, I don't know GD. So be the NDC take it to parliament in there. No, so believe in it, believe under Article 97 G and H, spelling it out. You need not to go to court for any interpretation. And what is happening now? So you're just so now. What time are soon? The Oman Meda say, Mr. Sanitano Bremena. I think Meda Sapa is same issue here. Also, I can say major in linguistics and history. Yeah. And he said, we are history, our university. Na specifically in Ghanaian history, and as a Ghana history, the air course no, it will not surprise you because of the family a di Oman so. The Nanado Danko Kufuado family, the Oforiata family, and the Ebemusay. Ebemusay. No other president heading the MPP would have seen this thing going on. You see. When you show the numbers in our facade, the allegations of nocturnal activities. The allegations of nocturnal activities at the presidency and the former majority leader, or more, they are in a hem of affairs now. It's clear if you have done history, you will understand it. So, see, apropos, you want to form bomb. You see, you want to grenade, you want to bomb. Those days, there, and whatever it is in parliament before, so we want to grenade at all. The UP tradition. Oh, you see, nobody bambo for a co-bibia. Say, you want to form
Back in the days, they were throwing grenades.
Everywhere
Kwame Nkrumah went, they threw grenades at him. So the UP tradition, from the Dankwa family, Ado Dankwa family, Oforiata family, don't joke with them. I have read the history. The histories are there.
But when they say parliament has 7 or more count.
Now what boycott to parliament? Even those days.
I'm say where they tell fache me MPP for me MPP parliamentarians no year and say 12 for CMT yenti honorable Afenoma King kakra.
Hey, Kofi Hwachiro mo.
They told Ghanaians that today they will come and occupy our seats by their own proclamation. MPP, our tradition, is a law. Our forebears always use the courts to correct the wrong. Since 1992, our leaders have always used civil advocacy and the courts to ensure that we get the peace that we have today. On top of my head, I can recall the era where we used thumbprint ID cards and we used opaque ballot boxes. All these are things of the past today because of MPP. Today we have a very transparent electoral system because of the advocacy of our forebears. It's out there in leadership. The country is hereby informed that we will not give that lawless platform that NDC is seeking. We will not give them that platform. We will not give them that theater they so aggressively seek. This disrupt democracy and to destroy our nation. We know there are innocent people out there, innocent Ghanaians going about their business, innocent Ghanaians in the academia, innocent Ghanaians who are struggling to get 3 square meals on the table for their families. We care about them. We understand that there is politics, but we must do it in a civil manner. We believe that the appropriate thing is to quietly yield to them and wait upon Mr. Speaker. After all, the ruling was directed at Parliament and the Speaker, not an individual MP. Yesterday, the bailiff of the Supreme Court served Parliament of Ghana through the legal directorate. The director of the legal department received the ruling of the court. So, in other words, Mr. Speaker is on constructive notice, or maybe I should say actual notice of the ruling of the court. We have to leave it there and respect Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker has been part of our democracy since 1992. He's a senior lawyer. He's practiced in our court. And I believe that even if Mr. Speaker disagrees with the Supreme Court, he knows what to do. Suffice to state, at the risk of being repetitive, that we were not disrespectful of the chair. When the Speaker made this pronouncement and the majority caucus disagreed with Mr. Speaker, we didn't cause commotion here. We left quietly and told Mr. Speaker that the right place to express those grievances will be at the court. So we expect our brothers and our sisters on the NDC minority side to do the needful. But all would be for Mr. Speaker to make a final determination. The nation is looking up to Mr. Speaker. All his years in politics, this is a crucial moment for him to add weight to what we have done to preserve the peace. MPP is for peace. MPP is for peace. MPP is for peace of Ghana. We will not allow anybody to disturb the peace of the country. It is a notorious fact that we remain the majority caucus of this parliament. You, the media, must add your voice to the advocacy to compel our colleagues to respect the fidelity of the law.
The Bolt Safety Team, by your side on every ride.
I was never say my teacher you go so chechire Ghana nyame nkan ye ho na nyanti ase ne mfa chini say ya ye koma hyebedwam MPP ma hyebedwafo no e kire se na wo se omo ne oman mane kasa enti ubetia na onabo afenyo marking e kasa ne nyane se ne ba ko mienu bi mugidi se oso oman mane ti ase na omo kan enti de ho ne se omo twen ma hyebedwa chiame hene na obetana na konwam na afi wakasa sabre no ndu abo apa ho sima enkron yeni mbro beba de na mom ni nyina echi no si ye pompa despite media ye beto aso yeah na next topic name se fa wakasa wi da
oh Eric jasa
Eric no ba so me baku but you kasa ni
I feel na mashasi o
enti beto to aso
in their name, South family, they have a problem when it comes to governance.
I know they all show my men to us here.
You over tears here when you have
because parliament issues.
There be
leader of MPP.
Now, who can say
and Wako Court? How do you blame a Kufa?
Wait, who can say another big jaw among the majority?
Yeah, when you are watching, Bona imagine
yes, you see, when you read history. And you know them, you will know, you understand what I'm saying.
The present, I don't know, history.
This one is history. They see and history, and then by
parliament, we say that.
When we say your submission, your first submission, it's history now. We are making history.
The cause of parliament is you be said and now they know about history.
There are precedents in this particular instance. But what the Mamenko has so. And him.
Okay, information I had in my affair for the same producer say. After the press conference, MPs, omo free chamber ho, omo pie.
Ani omo nko fie.
Said the omo can release you say omo pese basbas we.
Omo say enye basabasa o.
So much na make
we ka say speaker dey decide o chamber. Ada na one face G.
Omo no speaker never. Ti asma me kan.
Ada na CJ anima no isi money. Ada na kan here. Hu ye. And I'm saying, I don't want to face a chief justice. I met the baby on better chamber. That is the legislature. They should know this. Party decision. We are ready for you in the chamber. In the chamber, we are ready for them. Supporters, our supporters are going there. We are ready for them. What sort of character is this? You see, Eric, we are ready for them. Judges never pata omo. You create confusion.
The fact of the matter is that it will be absolute cowardness. Oh, Eric, what are you people doing?
Eric, when you are
to the viewers. It will be an absolute cowardness on the part of the speaker to rescind his decision or his ruling that he made to declare the former majority as majority still. And the former majority leader, Ura Apenyomake,
majority leader,
should not use his youthful...
should not...
No,
you are not helping the public.
I am helping the public based on the ruling of the speaker.
The ruling of the Supreme Court.
No other court or no other jurisdiction has declared that the former majority leader
Supreme Court has done that.
No. Supreme Court has not done that. Supreme Court has not done that. Okay, when you were talking, I was quiet. So you allow this. They allow the
different from
execution. Why are you interjecting me? When I said you carry back,
Eric, why are you doing this?
the speaker can you see court?
The former majority leader should not think he can use his youthful exuberance to usurp the powers of the speaker.
Yes,
that's what he's trying to do.
No, what can you
so that is what he has done all the while. But now, I am even shocked that now he has admitted that the speaker has the final determination.
No party said they see court no speaker and make one.
Exactly. And so the speaker has the final determination. No matter what. It is not the court. The moment we allow the court to usurp on this particular ruling, it means that the separation of powers no longer exists.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, because that is why three arms they have absolute control over the things that they do.
Exactly.
And Parliament are the Juma, Speaker in the Juma. Why then usurp on the rule? Exactly. Supreme Court and the Supreme Court but not the ruling of the speaker. Now, I mean, the reason why I say all these things, you see, the confusion.
I'm saying, you're for Nikakra.
Oh,
you're for the never factor. Said that they are you no.
On the floor of the house, it's really fun times.
Ghanaians are watching them. A lot of them are going to lose their seats.
To their secondary school days, where there's really a march past going on with Sam George leading. There's a lot happening, a lot happening on the floor of Parliament today. A day that has been said to be the country at the precipice of chaos. Ghana's democratic credentials being challenged, but so far it has been handled pretty well. The NPP MPs have come in and they've said that that's why they are disagreement. They are not going to stay on the floor. They've left to their offices, but the NDC MPs remaining. You see a candle there. You see MP for Medina Francis Xavier Sosu. You see a number of them really remembering their JHS and SHS days where they have marched past. They are not relenting. There's a lot of singing and chanting on the floor of the house as they wait for the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, to come in to gavel the House in session. And so far,
I was for your comrade Shebedra Mutie commentary Wasia, just Emra Shebedra for NDC Afano, a common Parliament. And now omoto GHS Rise Ghana Youth for Your Country and an omoto Jamo Salutu ubia president ubia speaker nina mrashibidwa na nedie aka NDC mrashibidwa for nkwana ewo speaker mae nenso sei ene ewo enti the chapter be come mrashibidwa mnie enche no mienu dumienu bo a despite me the beto aso near the reporter over there enti Mr. Sanita no
yes
already 3 minutes for we na
there how many the confusion that the Supreme Court or the Judicial is bringing or putting in the minds of law students. Because you see, Eric, my elaboration of cases are we expected speedy adjudication over them, like LGBTQI, the way, the manner, the level issue as well. 3 years on, now you're in Kamuhi. The speed at which the CJ.
When you say we Parliament agreement in terms of
Milia, a DNA more agent than LGBTQI. And which video called viral. Gay they are wearing NPP t-shirt and parody.
There's a party gay from.
You understand? Now you see what we are saying now. Anim say you share and stop no at the assembly beba. Sir, a storybook now. Yeah. Terminal is Bible, but a storybook. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Let me quote it for you. What's it?
Senior, they kind of I heard them no you
know.
What's it then a storybook?
Bible is a storybook. A storybook.
No, they are but
that's what I see it. You see, was Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Also, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Look, the wickedness we are seeing in this administration, and the kind of
wicked benefit.
You see, Anim, you understand me when I quote this one for you from the Japade document, page 31. The Judicial.
Japade one is more contest.
They can contest it whatever they want. We believe that it is true. We, a lot of us. Anim Tiwi was considering the competitive nature of our work as politicians. There's always the need to be a step ahead against our opponent to secure our interest, dominance, and maintain power in 2020 and the next 20 years. Our focus as party has always been to position our members and sympathizers as strategic positions both in government and in the judiciary to cover and protect our interest. This has served us well over the period. All the appointments made to the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, and some of the High Court in Ghana under the government was to promote the NPP agenda to secure our country, to ensure our country never falls in the hands of the opposition NDC. We have to make sure that even in the unlikely event that the NDC win the 2020 elections, that they do not get the chance to appoint more judges to the Supreme Court. Our control over the judicial is important for our protection. Even if, I mean, but the things that are happening are indicative of the fact that this document is a truism. What do you say? I say, share a friend say, your friend say you are not dumpre. And Anka ene, we decided say or contest it in the on the ticket of NDC. Anka remember not a leader. No, we are a friend say for me not MP na ye no. Yeah. So can say or co-independent. And no much letter at the PAM. Now, what the NPP is telling us is that those people have not written letters to the NPP. Meanwhile, your constitution says the opposite. Said the moment you decide to do A, B, C, no, you are out. We are not in conclusion, Anim, or more patch and say the filing on behalf of the those MP, for me, MP, no, you're independent. No. The party filing for him is not enough evidence to say we're free independent about NPP.
Okay.
I mean, what are we doing to ourselves?
We ask we 3 minutes.
But we know we have video. What topic no. And also your mind no democracy ni here.
And to the next 3 minutes meet you.
They
we are not probably abem.
Oh, say amamu no enye patapa na edibu.
Na de patapa
meba enu nti na e wo mra no. Even asori kra na ayekọ no. O dwan ni makufo wo mra edi so. O dwan ni me maku ayo mra edi so. Nti na o my constitution. And this document every aspect of economy and now o man enim se hia ne ho asemu. Nti o ba se de ya tro no sa na ede ye. Nti na no asem ni si ya esimesi ni obentin ye ni si no. And a protocol me a friend president ultimate. Nti sa asem no bi si ne na ye pebie dia dance ya kofa de si na no no na dia ya dance. But under President Akufo-Addo, the so-called human rights lawyer, now president doesn't work anymore in this country. Under President Akufo-Addo any MPP for no. They be American any man at classroom, but they know their way out. We have no problem with that. Emrana or no can ye claim no. Oh can ye claim out. That is their logic. And we are telling them we are ever ready to protect the democracy of this country.
Medase.
Medema no si form no.
Anunsi.
Your party for na ye ka say so. Remember senior Mr. Your party for no ye de ni enim say MPs ni ye enough ntimi hia party supporters. Ntimi bebre frame ya no pa make say operation BC parliament to go MPP for no call. Ye kwa ehọ no the court can never determine where baby obi tena, baby obi gina, baby ebisi. So e to da na say the decision bi beto onimu a. Take the public sentiment into consideration before you come out with any ruling. They have triggered this tension in the country. Is it not a ruling from the court?
Medase.
Where are you going?
So, Minia Eric,
if this is your understanding of law, then what law instruction what pass?
Oh, na me no law school. It's my brother. I like the understanding of law. Adekye under the NPP, I'll never be a lawyer. Do I care? The assessor. I mean, a lawyer. This is the second time we'll be a candidate. So one was on Adekye. Here is it. But let me tell you, me my life without a lawyer, I'm okay. I'm good. My man, I do not human so. My man, lawyer nonsense. You sit at your party meetings and plan with you execute and you sit on. Master, no. No, let me tell you this. Open my eyes. Let's respect you. No, that and I'm going to be party meeting. You sit on TV. I mean, stop it. I respect you. Oh, you know it's painful. You know it's painful. And this is the second time on TV. And you be in power for life. And you think one day you will not come. We will pay you back squarely in this country. Whether I'm a lawyer or not. I wrote entrance exams. I'm the final year. But you determine at your headquarters I will never be a lawyer. I don't care. Useless people.
The assertion.
Masters, where you going? No, you're useless. You're useless. You sit and plan about me. A young person, a young person, you sit and plan. Or make out. Such characters.
You see, the assertion that parliament.
You think that the constitution belongs to your useless political party, and you think. Eric, let me cite
and then
you see,
where the Supreme Court of Ghana.
What yes, Ghana. What do you know about law?
Portions of parliamentary standard orders that contravene Article 92, 104 of the Constitution. So I am telling you, and I mentioned in my earlier submission, say this is not the first time a Supreme Court review a certain decision of Parliament.
You can say a young man, you can sit and say,
yeah, respecting Ghana for so NDC 4% almost say Parliament, Speaker, we will go.
You know what this should be to me. You know what this should be to me. You know why I'm angry. You know why I'm angry. You know why I'm angry.
Worst speaker ever.
Do you know why I'm angry? Do you know? I am the only student in the region. I'm not national citizen. Nonsense. What sort of nonsense is that? Do you know what I've done? That's you a friend and you say this here.
I don't read the law well. So can carry European history and our European history. So we will be about Peter the Great.
And he called us if your understanding of the law is this way, useless people. If this is your understanding of the law, then how do you write law exams and pass? That is okay. I don't come in tracting. But what do a man in tracting say? What we can say useless people. An officer don't want to work, man.
Eric,
he must respect the viewers. Just as I did.
Mr. Unse said the oran can you know, also one can you. So,
send us comedian, son of Cano. Now, no one can tell
me say if this is your understanding of the law, how do you write law exams and pass?
Okay. useless comment you're making. Useless. Yes, and then you're allowing that person that is also useless and the comment you make. Retract it and apologize.
Adekye,
I'm a former member of parliament. MPP Akache me say me and the MPP me.
I expect you. But
you deputy director of communication. We are also here making another useless statement. And you're telling me to withdraw. What do you mean?
Adekye, dear Tiene said,
Masa, me boo, you know, I respect you so well. But let me tell you this. I respect you so well. But me that, you know, your political interest in superseded in the future. Submit me to TV, so I pass those comments about me. Now you're only useless. Useless. What word can I use again?
What can I say to me? Or can't someone pet
me? UKG, who will be a work sign?
So anyway, okay.
Yeah,
but you then I repeat my statement. Say an understanding of law, any interpretation in the better
so
you never write exams and pass. If this is how you understand and interpret the provisions of the constitution.
We prepare the shot. A better form. I have consistently said that MPP lost the 2020 election, both presidential and parliamentary. The things are there. Machinations of
court ruling until then I say
court remember the perception we have about the court.
And you'll be arguing our training.
Apart from this book, the perception we have about the judiciary is not. Now, we are not or prepare no who other side and chow share ya majority and then on certain. We there's a video going viral. Allegedly, it is the CJ who was preaching at a church. Now, sir, moko sorry demo. Now moko preaching as your friend saying minority leaders, majority leaders, chief justices, lawyers, a whole. Now, sir, moba. When you are supposed to advocate over issues that will benefit the nation. Na anajo man na ye shebu kutu pasa mo koye de mo ye.
Ana speaker Supreme Court kasa eno no eye de na eye nipa bi fault.
Aho hari ni mrika.
Eno so koye no bi wo ho ye duma.
You see
is it against the provision?
Aho hari a
o man ni hihye mu nche so obetumi akọ.
Supreme Court na be tell am
Supreme Court no koye.
Enti ensem egu ho anka ma metoko o say o advocate over it. I egu ho that up to date yan kan. Any the CM rechi which one would have been taking the precedence?
Parliament.
Also
government business ni ade na parliament na e. The parliament ni wa o be dey atumi adwuma se bia bibia sise bia party bia sorry. Se o so mo pass bibi na o man ko na nima. E be dey na so man kan e be dey na yi.
And yes, you would dey so yenye dey. And man may interfere in our own. And mamra bi kire pepper sir. So do not interfere in the works of the parliament.
And
it's a Supreme Court. Assembly. Now we did the shortest possible time. We did a day. I'm making ruling. Why should we trust you? Why should we trust you as a court?
Fine. We have a good relationship. You are the host. If you are not Akoma Air Coast.
I command the Air Coast
because Ebenezer Nati, former MP. Na me nene ti Adom TV and o ka kire me say me and then
ba no me ha
me pass na school me ba o nti we call ho no na e ya ma akoma e
command the course because they always
with Ebenezer Nati I offended
anti jam
no offended you
Kobia no offended money here aso the come money here what you ask
all you west here
money here be about so money
if in a way I offended you anyway tie for now I do render unqualified apology for that. Thank you.
Medasi.
Man of useless people. No, I need for respect you. Eric should understand that we need a good relationship. Master Mechanic has nothing to do with only but who can say useless people now render apology anymore?
Or say no ahwefo nti
they are all render to me as a senior brother here.
I was for Madam Munina say about the Nkaya home. Happy birthday and Chief Inspector Daniel Ejekum. We if that in Kwabna Moabe or Peace FM and or the by me did anyone of it ma minyaba yakuna ma and a panu siabre na mokaya home. yɛda yɛkriw no nyinaa ase cameramen producers ne obi bia ɔka ho madwumadi etumi ekoyie yɛmpanimfo wɔ adwuma mu ha ɔmomba yɛnso meda ɔmase meda Adekye ase NDC na ɛyɛ Krobia Asante so free MPP na political analyst ɛyɛ Ora Asane Tano ɔbaade nka yɛn ho na ɔma bibia enkoyie mfama ɔman kyekyere ne yɛyɛ ɔman ne bɛkɔ n'anim na mum ɔbaade ɛka yɛn ho a na betumi ayɛ nyame yɛ adom a yɛwɔ no da kyena yakram